Yeah, this is an interesting one. Hey, what's up? I'm Cleary. Gonna check out Sky News Australia. Wokeism, ideology, and government corporations is actually fascism. Not sure what this is all about.
Oh. Trump, but right now, because there's a chance Trump will end up winning in 12 months' time, they're going particularly crazy. They're also going particularly nuts about a thing called Christian nationalism. I talk about it with Dave Rubin.
He is running to end American democracy as we know it. He's an authoritarian who a court in Colorado 2 days ago ruled that he led an insurrection against the United States government.
Yes,
He's charged with leading
Well,
schemes.
fuck. Sorry, yeah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say fucking. He definitely incited something. He definitely got his fucking base riled up. And his people did definitely try to do some sort of insurrection-y shit. So like, dude, I don't know. January 6th is fucking crazy. I can't believe people still defend Trump after all that. Like, how could you? How could you? Dude, how could you defend Trump, like, at all? I swear to God, the majority of his presidency was just, like, misstep after misstep. It was just fucking horrifying.
To help overthrow the United States government. So if they want to frame it that way, that's fine. If Donald Trump, a candidate who supports a new form of government here, that's authoritarian. It's really that simple. And by the way, Reverend Al, when people go, oh, you can't compare him to past Nazi leaders, you can't compare him to this past Nazi leader or that.
I feel like it's fair to say that he had some authoritarian tendencies, for sure. On the fact that he seemed to love authoritarian leaders. That was also pretty weird. Yeah, that fucking, like, little love triangle with him, Putin and fucking Kim Jong-un for a little bit. I don't know.
Past fascist leader, because he hasn't done that. Well, what hasn't he done? He hasn't done the things that the American judicial system did not allow him to do last time, but may very well allow him to do this time. And if he
see, that's the scary thing about Trump too, right? He did try to he rattled the cage a little bit. He tried to fucking he tried to break free of his fucking shackles, his reins. Well, thankfully he wasn't very successful, but he could be. I don't think we've ever Trump was pretty unprecedented, right? When it came to no, Obama had a pretty bad relationship with the news for a little while too, I think. Sorry, I'm trying to think. But yeah, no, that's the scary thing. Like him trying to actually fucking dude, I can't think of words right now. Him trying to extend his presidency, right? Trying to extend term limits, stuff like that. He did. Am I misremembering? He tried to do that, didn't he? Or did he talk about it? Fuck. Did Trump try to extend term limits? About to push for a constitutional amendment that would extend term limits to all members of Congress. Oh, that's weird. Is that true? The state races. Maybe I'm misremembering. I could be. It's been a while. I could have sworn there was some talk about him fucking, but yeah, no, never mind. Maybe I'm misremembering. But anyways, yeah, let's just fucking.
Is voted into office. Then a lot of these people that are talking about literal or figurative or whatever the hell they're saying, you're going to look like idiots because he will get away with, he will imprison, he will execute whoever he's allowed to imprison, execute.
Okay. I feel like whoever the fuck this guy is, he's going a little bit far. Like, that's pretty extreme. I mean, Trump very well might try to do those things in the future. Thankfully, he hasn't really had an opportunity to imprison and execute whoever the fuck he sees fit. Yeah, you're going a little far.
Drive from the country. Just look at his past.
Oh, it's completely insane, and they've sort of shifted. They've realized that calling someone Hitler in a time when college kids are chanting for genocide, Hitler isn't working anymore. So they've moved on to fascism.
Wait, college kids are calling for genocide? When? What?
Fascism sounds like a scary word, and of course, the idea of fascism, that you'd have corporate collusion with government power, creating a totalitarian system so that the individual...
That's not my understanding of fascism anyway. Hold on. Okay, I would say fascism, a fascistic government typically has like a dictator at the helm. One guy calling the shots. I would say, yeah, fascistic governments do like... well, it's not that they're working with corporations. It's more like they just kind of fucking take them over. Like corporations aren't. It's not like an independent thing anymore. It's not a private like venture. It is working for the government at that point. At least I'm pretty sure that's what Mussolini did, and I know. I think that's what Hitler did too. Dude, I'm not gonna look up literally everything. I don't got time. And I would say, well, yeah, like fascist leaders or like people that are like trying to become the like head honcho fascist man definitely like tried to break down like institutions like barriers that are like keeping them at bay, checking the like checks on their power. They try take those things out. I would say in that way Trump is kind of fashy. Also like how they talk about like other groups or like the whole fucking like being strong but super weak at the same time or whatever. I don't know.
Individual could accomplish basically nothing in their life. They would just be subservient to the system. That is a very dangerous idea, but that is far more what the Democrats are doing right now than what the Republicans.
Okay, I want to back this shit up, dude. I'm going to get better, like at fucking talking in these videos. I need to be more concise, and I need to actually remember what the fucking people said. I don't know why. I'm just so fucking spacey right now.
Of course, the idea of fascism, that you'd have corporate collusion with government power, creating a totalitarian system so that the individual could accomplish basically nothing in their life. They would just...
I would say that's an aspect of like a fascist government. I don't think it's definitely more, and it's not just like corporations colluding. Once again, it's the government pretty much just like takes in all like private businesses.
Be subservient to the system. That is a very dangerous idea, but that is far more what the Democrats are doing right now than what the Republicans or Donald Trump is doing. And I'll give you an example. I mean, I can give you many examples, but for example, we know that wokeism and the idea that you would, grade everybody on skin color and gender and all of those things has been pushed into our corporations through ESG scores so that they have to...
Oh god, isn't that called just kind of losing the culture war? I know a lot of Republicans are fucking ass mad about it. Dude, wokeism, first off, it's not like Biden is up on the fucking podium like saying, "Oh, we all got to be woke now" or whatever. I mean, obviously he's going to agree with like certain ideas that like the wokeists have or whatever. I just hate the fucking term woke. It's so dumb. But yeah, no, it sounds like if corporations are pandering to wokeism, well, it seems like it's become pretty popular. A lot of people seem to agree with a lot of those ideas. Otherwise, why would corporations pander like that? But yeah, dude, I mean, corporations have every fucking right to make political statements and shit. And it turns out that a lot of democratic standpoints or whatever, a lot of democratic fucking beliefs are pretty fucking safe right now. They're pretty popular. So that's more a problem with your party and like branding and shit.
To have a certain amount of black lesbians doing this and, gay whatever doing that and everything else.
Hey, once again, I mean, if they're using their own fucking resources to make this whatever fucking shit, they can do whatever the fuck they want, dude. And I mean, as long as they're, like making the money back, plus they're making profit off of it, it seems like it's really not that big of a deal. I know you don't like it, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily bad or like the government's like colluding with corporations. They're not. It's just this stuff's really safe and popular nowadays, and that's why companies go for it. Also, when it comes to like representation in the media, I think it's a good thing. Also, like, I'm sure that the people that have a problem with it never really had a problem when it was mainly just fucking white guys, you know, like being like the fucking you know, protagonists in whatever movies. But of course, you know, when you start seeing more, and it is a change. It's a bit fucking awkward sometimes, but like overall, I think it's good to have that representation. It's good for people, like a wide variety of people, to be able to like look at the screen and see somebody filling that looks like them or acts like them or whatever, filling this cool role. You know, being the protagonist, the fucking hero or whatever. I think it's a really cool thing. I think it's good. But
and then we have government officials who are pushing equity all over the rest of society. So that is the connection between government and corporations.
Is that at the moment the fucking, like, the government we have largely agrees with that sort of like fucking left-leaning shit because it's a left-leaning government? I mean, okay.
Pushing their ideology. That actually is fascism.
Wait, in that case, wait. What about you and like the fucking Republican Party? I mean, you're pushing a lot of their fucking shit, right? Does that mean that like your business, your company's kind of like, you know, colluding with you know, like whatever you know, Republicans are in government? You know, you guys are kind of fashioning it up.
Another fascistic idea would be that you would be trying to take out the guy running for president in a bunch of quote unquote trumped up court cases. That could be considered fascistic. So yes, they have unfortunately.
Seems like a lot of the allegations against Trump are there's definitely some there seems to be some legitimacy to a lot of them. So you know what, we'll just see. We'll see how that shit turns out. Okay.
Fortunately, when you keep everybody dialed up to that 10, and then you could maybe move that notch to an 11, at some point you break the notch, and then everything's totally dysregulated.
100%. Perfect example of it.
I honestly don't think things are that fucking wild right now. Things were so much more wild with Trump in office, weren't they? The guy was like, he fucking like denied COVID existed and then fucking like tried to blame the Democrats on it. There was the fucking, getting together with Kim Jong-un, getting no concessions from him, like the ultimate fucking businessman, getting absolutely no concessions from Kim Jong-un, but making concessions to him for, once again, just nothing. And of course there was January 6th and shit. Dude, Trump's presidency was like by far way more fucking wild than Biden's. It has been anyway,
but again, was something that you talked about with Bill Maher. It is amazing to me that staffers of Joe Biden have essentially been trying to get together to push back on Joe Biden's policies when it comes to the Middle East. Now, the reality is that in American politics, a lot more even than Australian politics, which is when you sign up to be a staffer for a particular candidate or a particular person in office, you are there to carry out their worldview, not to try to change it or challenge it. Is it true that people in the White House are trying to effectively protest from within about the president's position, but they're not just disagreeing in meetings, are they?
No, and this is unbelievably dangerous. As I said on Real Time,
I don't know how true any of this is. Hold on. Biden staffers protesting Biden? Appointees and staff members representing 40 government agencies to President Biden on Tuesday. Oh god, dude, and the fucking Israel Palestine shit. I don't know nearly enough about this, but hold on. Okay, I think that's fine. The latter part of a growing internal dissent over the administration's support of the war calls on the president to seek an immediate ceasefire in the Gaza Strip and to push Israel to allow humanitarian aid into the territory. Is the latest of several. Could Biden even do that? I don't even know if that's like a realistic ask. It's led to several protest letters from officials throughout the Biden administration, including 3 internal memos by dozens of State Department employees. It's not signed by more than 1,000 employees of the U.S. Agency of Internal or International Development. Huh. Okay, so yeah, it seems like there's some legitimacy to what they're saying about Biden and all that shit. I don't know how. I'm trying to think of like, and it sounds like it's just U.S. officials. It's not necessarily like his. Yeah, and it's a pretty big deal right now. So, like, I think it's fine. Like, Biden has his stance on it, and people are like, disagreeing with him, essentially trying to get him to change his mind. I don't see what's wrong with that.
Fire them. That's what you do, period. If we were a serious country or a serious administration, people vote politicians in. Politicians pick who their staffers are, and the staffer's job is to accomplish whatever the goal and the agenda of the politician is. It is not your job as a staffer to decide what you want to back out of what the politician is.
Well, first off, it's not just like Biden's like direct staff. He's kind of making it sound like that. But it's like people from like across the government. And I think that's fine. I don't. Should Biden be like reaching out to these agencies and being like, "Hey, fire those fuckers that were like criticizing me"? And that feels weird too, right? You want people to be able to, even if they are in like, they have positions of the government, you want them to be able to like disagree with the president still, right? Also, like, there's that too. A lot of these people probably had their jobs before Biden even became president. So it's not like literally like, it's not like when Trump took office, like all of the people in all of the agencies across America became like fucking Republican or whatever, and like started like towing the shit out of Trump's fucking talking points or whatever. I don't think that's how it's ever worked. I don't think that's how it should work.
Doing or anything else. And by the way, Paul, we all know this in our own jobs. I've got my director Connor sitting in the room right now. If he just walked out of here and started telling everybody that Dave Rubin was a complete moron, guess what? He wouldn't be showing up to work tomorrow, and he better never forget.
Yeah, but there's a difference between how you run your business and how the government runs itself. Like we shouldn't have the government fucking like firing a bunch of people just because they disagree with the president. I feel like that just sounds really, really weird to me. That sounds like antithetical to like a lot of the U.S.'s core values. We should, like, no matter like what position you're in, you should have the ability to criticize public figures, including the president, even if you are like working for the government. When you do it, I don't know, dude. This feels weird.
Get it, but yet we treat everything now. We treat an entire generation with kid gloves, and it's unbelievably dangerous because the inmates are running the asylum, and the Democrats have
I think what's more dangerous is trying to silence like fucking like criticism of the president. I think no matter what your position is, okay, there are going to be some exceptions. There are always exceptions, but I think people, even if they're working for the government, should be able to criticize the president. I think that's a pretty safe thing for me to say.
To stop them.
One of the hosts of The View is a particular idiot who's always trying to outwork everyone else, which is quite the competition.
It could be anybody. Come on.
Yeah, so this Sunny Halston, Sheila, she turns around and she says, I'm going to have a fake Christmas tree because it's better for the environment.
It's unbelievable. This woman, she's really the worst. I mean, on any given day, you really could make a pretty clean argument that any one of them is the worst.
Why do you care? Wait, I am so confused. Why do you even care? Dude, it's a personal fucking choice she's making. Like, who cares? So what if she wants a plastic Christmas tree? Also, like, the cleanup's going to be easier, too. You're not going to get fucking pine needles everywhere and shit. And you can just put it away for next year. Like, there are a lot of reasons. Hold on. Okay, the environmental... While they're growing real Christmas trees support life by absorbing... Oh. Yeah. Thanks. Hold on. Also, a lot of those trees, I'm sure, are grown on, like, farms and shit. I don't think a lot of people are going out into the woods and fucking... Hold on. Oh, I guess... Okay. That's... I didn't think about it like that. Dude, oh my god. Today is just not my fucking day when it comes to thinking. Holy shit. Real or fake, which Christmas tree is better for the environment? Short answer, real. Real trees help fight climate change. And even though your Christmas tree is cut down, you're actually supporting. So that, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. That makes sense. A frick Christmas tree is bad for the environment. In the U.S., around 10 million artificial trees are purchased each season. Nearly 90% of them are shipped across the world from China. And of course, there's carbon emissions. Okay. I have just never considered this because I just don't care. I do not care if you buy a plastic tree versus a fucking real one. I just don't.
But Sunny Haas did. I mean,
I don't know why these guys care.
Racism all day long. She's nasty. She's unpleasant to her co-hosts. But she got a fake Christmas tree, thinking that it would be nice for the environment. And basically, she gets up there and she tells everybody that now her family's pissed at her because of what they've done, because of what she did. And it's like, man, nobody likes this woman. And you know what? Nobody likes the fake Christmas tree either.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. All of that, that end part. No, well, even before that, the whole like fucking people working in the government shouldn't be able to criticize the government. That just what an insane fucking standpoint. Whatever, dude. Yeah, I'm done. Love you guys. Bye bye.